Hello, 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 my beautiful friends. This is Lorelei Fenton, and I am your roving Ancient Awakenings reporter. And in my private life, I'm a transformational personal growth coach, which means basically big personal growth really quick. And my higher self has also been nudging me to let you know that I'm also a singer. So you can call me the singing personal growth coach. My cat is singing right now, as you can hear. So singing is my true joy in life, and music just comes out of me. It just comes out of me in the moment. And one who serves once called me unbridled joy. And some may say, well, put the bridle on her, please. But we're going to see in this channeling how important it is that we all start to really be in the moment of now and let those good feelings flow. So we're going to talk a lot about this channeling. And we're talking about the channeling on May 6, 2018, which was our blog talk radio day. And that day we were visited by our wonderful Sananda, who is the higher self of Yeshua, as well as one who serves. And he's with us a lot, and we just adore him. And the session started out with some words from Zoe, who's the call facilitator, does so much hard work for us, as well as from Rita, who is Pallas Athena in her higher self. So Zoe talked about the advance and how we were given even more in-depth kind of marching orders, if you will, such as the order to get rid of our background programming and remember who we really are. That means remembering how to use light and sound frequencies, how to heal with naturopathic medicine, how to use crystals, sacred geometry, numerology, and all of that and much, much more. So that's what we're up to here, remembering and renewing, right? So after Zoe, Rita/Athena then came on as our resident numerologist / astrologist. And from her, we learned that Uranus is now in Taurus, or was at that time, which means big change. It was the 6th of the month, and 6 is the number of responsibility, harmony, balance, and love. So Rita/Athena made the point that nature was just budding with love on this day. And part of love is balance and harmony and responsibility. And true love, she said, is not narcissistic, but it's honest, open-hearted love. So then Joanna and her higher self, Shoshana, came on to share about the 5th commandment in the Bible, which is honor thy mother and father. And the truest meaning of this, we are told, is that we should honor our divine masculine and feminine, our own, in each and every one of us. They're both important and equally important. And when we honor within ourselves those aspects that are masculine and those aspects that are feminine, we bring wholeness. And when we do not honor ourselves in that way, we bring division and a sort of sometimes self-hatred or fear, self-reprisal, and a whole bunch of other really not so nice stuff that's frequencies that are definitely not the 5th dimension. So love yourself out there in all of your fullness and all the aspects of you. Okay, so now let's talk about the channeling on that day. And Sananda, he came on and he wished to say to us, we are family. Got my sisters and my brothers with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. I put in the singing part, by the way. But we have been together, he said, with him and Sanat Kumara and Aramda and Archangel Michael and all the rest. And we're all in this together, doing this together. And when they say we are family, by the way, they're referring to anyone who stumbled upon this group. New people, old people, whatever. If you find us, we've been told many times, you find us not by accident. If you found us, you are likely one of us. So we're beginning to remember who we were and that we have been with each other before in days gone by. And we're realizing we are all one, all of us together. This is what Sananda was telling us. And we have been a long time thinking we are individuals here on this earth, and only individuals. But the paradox here is that we are individuals and we are all one. And we're remembering now, and everything is in the process of orchestration. We're being directed to go here or there and continue the mission, our individual missions, and this soul group's particular mission. And we're not learning, but rather we're relearning. And Sananda told us that there is so much before us that's been building for many, many lifetimes and thousands of years. And we have arrived at that moment. And there are many, many more moments ahead. We are told that there are wonderful things ahead. And it's important for us to live in each one of these moments now and not focus on the future. The moment now is the one we can cherish forever. And the memories created now are more important, we're told, than any past memories. And as we create these memories now, these moments now, we're told, we also create the wonderful golden vision of the new earth and a new golden age of Gaia. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Phew. Then, of course, Sananda left us with all of his peace and love as we all continue this journey together. So then our delightful brother, one who serves, came on, and he said they are so grateful. The Ascended Masters and the Galactics and the Athenians are so grateful for this time now. And I might say, too, that we on Earth might take a lesson from their gratitude and sort of thankfulness, because they're always so grateful in the higher dimensions, aren't they? And that's part of the higher dimension. So one who serves said that we are in a program, not programming as we are used to having, but a program to bring about the new golden age here and the shifts and changes in consciousness. And we're doing it. We're actually really doing it. How about that? And they're helping, and we're all doing it together, all being one and the one. And that's what they mean when they tell us all the time to be the one, by the way. This is what One Who Serves says. Find the oneness with each other. Come into oneness. And that will be very important for this particular mission we're on here. So now, let me tell you what One Who Serves had to say about the cities of light. This was kind of interesting. There are 12 of them, and they are very high vibration. And so to see them, we have to raise our vibration. And they will meet us partway on lowering theirs a bit, but not too much, okay? And that's good, because that's not so fun, as I hear it, to lower your vibration. But even despite them meeting us part way, in the beginning, the cities will really be only for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. Others may look up and see just clouds, for instance, where we may see cities. And the cities are going to be all over the world. And the first is going to appear in Sedona. It's beginning to appear there now. How cool is that, huh? And if we are there in Sedona and in the right vibration and energy, we will be able to see it emerging. How wonderful is that? But most people won't see it, not as yet, not until the vibrations rise. And there will be cities popping up in the Middle East and in Japan and in Great Britain and in Africa. This is what One Who Serves was saying. He could not say exactly where in those areas just yet, but he says these cities will be the size of a big city, such as New York or LA. Isn't that something? Amazing, huh? So I'm looking to see, LA in the sky. I can't even imagine, even better than LA, because much more beautiful, as I understand. So now check this out. You know about plasma TV, right? Well, how about a plasma being? How about you or I may have had or may have a self, so to speak, in a plasma state of existence? Yes. This came out of my personal question to One Who Serves, where I was asking about a dream I had. And in the dream, I was told by some princely being that I was an ectoplasmic. Now, I had no idea what an ectoplasmic was or even that it existed. But apparently, some of us, at least, can or have had existences as a plasma being. Now, I'm not quite all sure what that means, but it sure is interesting. And we're being told that we're going to get more and more of these dreams, by the way. And also, we were told that some of us are hyper energetic, so to speak. This is what One Who Serves had to say about that. And we're very attuned to the energies of people and places. And we're more and more able to go into places like Sedona, for instance, and experience those energies where others may not. And those energies are real. And of course, we do want to protect ourselves from the negative or harmful energies using our Merkaba or golden egg or crystals and a variety of other ways. You know, I've had some experiences where other people's energy really came into my space and made me feel not so good. So be aware that that can happen. And now check this out. When we have a repeat dream, it means it is something to pay attention to. Not like a fortune telling or to be afraid of something, but it tells us that we are on a path. Meanwhile, if we're traveling in a vehicle in the dream, such as by boat or train or car, and that vehicle is kind of grounded on the earth, well, actually, in this sense, if it's just traveling, it means there is a movement of consciousness from one place to another. Okay, it's about the consciousness. Okay? And an earthbound vehicle, this is what I was going to say, an earthbound vehicle would indicate we are moving our consciousness while still being grounded here in 3D. Well, that's kind of interesting, huh? So then we had a question about past life regression. And the person wanted to know, should she do a past life regression? And would it be helpful for her mission now? And the One Who Serves said that figuring out past lives is tricky, because no one else out there can tell us who we were. Unless, and this sounded like a kind of a big unless that person can accurately read the Akashic record. So, but in general, we have to experience our past life for ourselves for it to be accurate or helpful. But a lot of times, if we do that, by the way, we will be in doubt. We will wonder if what we found out is actually true. And this is what I'm putting in here. That's what One Who Serves was saying, but I'm going to say that we always doubt ourselves here in this reality, don't we? And we believe anyone else who's supposedly an expert, right? Well, now, as we're being told, we're beginning to look in for the expert in us. But in any case, One Who Serves says it's not so important to understand who we are now by who we were then. This was more important in the past, but it's not so important in this time now. Okay. So now, on another note, this idea was also repeated in this channeling again. The idea that they're soon and they're imminent out there, as in the event is coming soon or the event is imminent, is not our soon and our imminent, because they have no time there. But at any rate, it's not so important that we focus on what is coming, what is in the future. And it's very important that we stay in this perfect now. And meanwhile, it does help if we're struggling right now to remember our purpose. Not a past purpose or a future purpose, but a now purpose. And the now purpose is always to be the best person we can be. Be nice, be caring, be gentle, be of service. If we do this, it's not so important to be dependent, so to speak, on the future that's going to come. On the other hand, if we move forward with no real purpose that we know of, we actually won't want to stay here. That's the truth, right? We won't want to stay here if we don't have a purpose, because it's hard, isn't it? Sometimes it occurs as hard. And it is important, one who serves says, that we, all of us, do stay here, all of us light workers, all of the 144,000, because we're much needed, each and every one of us. And it was here again stated that if you're listening or interacting here now, you are a light worker. Otherwise, you never would have found us and gotten to us, basically. So then one of our callers said she felt she was in a desperate situation, the worst in her life. And it felt like she was working her head off and exhausted and could not in any way, shape, or form focus on anything except mere survival. And one who serves said this time of change can feel like the dark night of the soul that other folks have spoken of. But it is changing, like everything around us is changing. And this too shall pass, whatever you're struggling with. He further said that it would behoove her or anyone who struggles to keep reaching out to those like-minded people and groups of people and to get strength from that. And I'll share with you too that my dark night of the soul, by the way, was around about 2013 when I had to actually give my teenage children up to go live with their relatives because of my huge financial struggles at the time. And I missed their last years of high school, the most important ones. And it was really heartbreaking for me. I lived in 4 different places in 3 years. Sometimes I had no phone, no gas, no food. I was 2 inches from homeless all the time. Yet I did survive. I got some miraculous skills in how to, use the law of attraction to manifest. And I now see that those years were pushing me to a direction. I needed to really get connected to my spirit and my soul in powerful ways. And that was what was needed from me and for me at this time in history. And now I speak with archangels on a regular basis. And there's nothing like that. See, that was the gift, like the true gift in that heartbreak. And it's a gift I do hope to leave my children to someday as well. I share this with you, by the way, that I speak with otherworldly beings and archangels because I know there are tens of thousands of you out there who are also doing that now. And it's actually becoming so commonplace that pretty soon I feel we are going to be the ones in the majority and not the minority. In fact, when we get to the 5th dimension, of course we will, right? So as far as your struggles out there, any of your struggles right now, this is what one who serves, says is to hang in there. And I say, look for the gift in that struggle. And I've heard that from one who serves in the past as well. Okay, so now that was a little bit about my story, and I want to get back to what we were talking about, the channeling. Because next there was a question on how to meditate. And we were told there is no right way and there is no wrong way. Don't work it, we were told. Don't let it be a chore. Let it be whatever it is. 20 minutes or 10 minutes or 2. Let it be even a moment of joy. Go within and center and be the light and share the light and spread the light. And don't think or analyze, but let it be however it is. That's pretty cool. And one of our callers described experiencing the energies actually in Sedona and other places. And one who served said that, yes, people can feel those energies from the city of light that's emerging for sure, but they often don't know what they're feeling, right? So that's kind of interesting. And have you heard, by the way, of the mirror effect? We are all mirroring each other as we reach for balance. We see ourselves in others and others see themselves in us. So it is a kind of a like attract like phenomena when we talk about this mirroring effect and people coming into our lives. Plus, now here's the rub, the mirror effect also draws opposites together. So this is the origin of the idea of opposites attract, because we can look into the other person's eyes and we see ourselves mirrored back to us, like the opposite as in a mirror, right? That's kind of interesting, huh? So now, let's see. Another caller asked to verify her connection to Joanna and Shoshana, as she felt that it was a relationship of having been sisters. And the caller was told that they were sisters, but in the elemental world. And then we were all told that we all have these answers within us, and we need to learn to trust ourselves. And this is hard because we've been programmed to trust not within, but without, the God outside of ourselves. And that is not us, we're told in this programming. But one who serves said, how could God be everything and be in everything and not be us or be in us? That was kind of something to think about, right? So here's another good one. We need to all stop making crying wrong, like it's bad or unenlightened or 3D or whatever. Crying is an important release of emotions, and it keeps us from getting sicknesses in our bodies from all of those pent-up emotions that we haven't expressed. And we are told we can also release emotions through chiropractic or massage or crystals and many other ways. And boy, have I done a lot of that kind of releasing in my day. So that really, really does work. Reiki and all that stuff, you know. Meanwhile, this particular dream that the particular person who had spoken about crying was talking about, the dream was of a graduation. And what we're told is that a graduation means a literal graduation in consciousness. It's all related to consciousness, you see? So we're told that when it comes to emotions, to let it go and let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whispered words of wisdom, let it be. So one of the callers asked also about the meta gene, which is supposedly a highly coveted gene that human beings have. And one who serves said he could not give a direct answer to that question. Our science has not caught up to that one yet. But this person can do his own research online, and if he gets more acquainted with that issue, then he can come back and ask a specific question on it. Then we were told we are just where we need to be and to keep on keeping on. Woo! Thank you, one who serves, and thank you, Sananda. What a great channeling. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Be well, be blessed, cry if you need to, and then get back to feeling great in the now and in the joy. Namaste, and peace be with you.